Hey everyone. So I wanted to do a video about this whole Afghanistan situation. Now, those who know me, I don't buy into the whole partisan thing. Um, whether it's left or right, I'm more conservative, but I don't call myself a Democrat or Republican. But something's got to be said um, about what's been going on in Afghanistan. So, for example, July 8th, we had Joe Biden coming on and assuring reporters that the Afghan government was not going to collapse. Then a month later, he's the one who says they fled. Now, was he lying or just trying to save face? What was happening there? Um, and to begin with, the Afghan troops had little motivation to do their job. I mean, they were there because they were doing that because the U.S. was there to help them. But especially if their government collapses and they just leave the country, they're not going to do much. Right now, there's some people who are saying that some of them are fighting or whatever, but that's not going to last. I mean, we have to be clear with that. And now, I do believe that we needed to leave Afghanistan, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. So I was a combat medic, um, and I was in Iraq for in 2008 and 2010 to 11. And when we pulled out in 2011, they were hitting us hard. I don't know if they wanted to make it seem like they were pushing us out or what, but they hit us hard, and even the media didn't cover it. However, somehow we got everybody out. I mean, yeah, that was during the time of Obama, and Biden was vice president. What did he not pick up? Um, but yeah, it's strange that that wasn't a disaster, but this was. Now, many of us, whether it's independents or on the right, even some Democrats think that Biden is a Trojan horse. What do I mean by that? He is the one who has credibility, I guess, in politics. He was the vice president to Wonder Boy. And so he has name recognition. And so that's what they did. They used him to get into the White House. But he clearly doesn't want this job. I think that this event or another event in the future is going to be, they're either going to say that he clearly doesn't have the capability to do this job, or that he is suffering from some illness or whatever. But I think we all know what's coming, and that is going to be Kamala taking the reins. Now, globalists obviously would love Kamala, and I think that's where this is going. The whole, whether you believe in the New World Order or whatever, I think that globalism is here. That's, the bankers and the corporations want to control the world. Um, we see it with the situation going now with jobs being lost, the universal basic income. But anyways, I think globalists are going to love Kamala because if anybody criticizes her, they're going to say, oh, they're just a sexist, they're just a racist. And the left is going to love that. First off, yeah, it would be interesting to see a woman and, someone, a woman, especially a woman minority, who becomes president. I'm all for it. But not Kamala. Not the same person who locked up tons of black men and minorities for marijuana charges and then laughed and said, oh, I inhaled. I mean, come on now. That's ridiculous. But anyways, both sides are saying that Biden messed up, and even CNN is all giddy about it. And Republicans are like, yeah, Biden needs to leave, but it's like, careful what you wish for, because if you get your wish, then Kamala is our president. However, if this whole administration goes, guess what we're left with? If it's not the president, the vice president, the third in line is the Speaker of the House. That's right, Pelosi in the flesh. And I doubt that anybody wants Nancy Pelosi running the country. So here's the kind of thing that we need to look for. We need to look for Biden especially being on the hook for this. It's going to happen. And my cat, look at that, trying to follow me. But anyways, Biden is going to be treated harshly, and I think that the reasoning is that they're getting ready to boot him out and put Kamala in. And I think that they are looking for something other than dementia to kick him out. Now, why do I say this? Because if he gets out because of declining mental status or whatever, it'll look like they put somebody in who is not fit for office. So obviously, they want to do something to suggest that he is not fit for office because of his decision making. Now, to those who say that this is Trump's fault, right? First of all, I'm not a fanboy of Trump. I don't like the two-party system. But number one, Biden didn't follow Trump's plan. Trump made a deal, but Biden didn't follow it. And the second one is the Taliban knew not to mess with Trump. If they did this, then Trump would go all fire and fury and all that crap. There's a lot of people making a lot of moves right now because they know that Biden won't do anything. But to those who were blaming Trump, I mean, are you so partisan that you can't see that when somebody is at fault? I mean, is it really that big of a deal to say that Trump is such an evil person that you can't admit when there's fault? But if this was Trump's plan, let's say Biden followed it, it's his fault for implementing it. I mean, if it was a shit plan, then at the end of the day, Biden put it in. So I think we need to be careful and we need to watch all this. And something is going to happen. It might not be tomorrow. Hell, it might even be tomorrow. We don't know. Biden is held up at Camp David right now, but might not be tomorrow. Might not be next month. But I do not see Biden fulfilling 4 terms. Anyway, that's just me. I'll talk to you all later, and love you all.